A, B, C, D, E, F, G in order. It goes A, B, 1 through 16, C, D. What the
D.
fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't know what was that? I was looking for box G or something last year, and I could not find box G for the fucking life of me, man. It's like on the very bottom left corner, dude. I was pissed. It's like, are you for real? Taxes? Come on, man. All right, everybody. Welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and traveling. My name is Brent, a.k.a. Boo-Wop. I'm here with my man's Rick, a.k.a. RPG Hero. How's it going, man?
Oh, dude, yeah, I forgot about that name. I was like looking up a name of what to use for Smash tournament that Eric recommended. And apparently if you win, which I'm totally not going to win, but basically if you get pretty, I guess, I don't know if it's semifinals or whatnot, they fly you to PAX East and they pay for your hotel and everything. Yeah, so you can roll up to PAX East and finish the tournament there. And I don't know what the grand prize is or whatnot, but at least you have to be top in your region. So me and Eric ended up signing up for that, and I was thinking of a name to put, and I was like, man, I'll just put Perfect Day because that's all I can fit anyway.
You can't put the A in there?
No.
Oh.
It only can fit, I think it's 10 characters or something like that. But yeah, it's just Perfect Day, which kind of still bugs me because it's like incomplete. It's not a new perfect day. It's not a cold, cloudy day. It's just Perfect Day. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, that's funny, man. Damn, dude. Where is the tournament, like local in San Diego, or is it like some Southwest America?
So basically, they're divided into regions, but you play online, and then I guess you have to report your stuff to Nintendo, saying like, yeah, I won so and so, and then when you get far enough, that's where they'll fly you out to PAX East, and I guess it's for like a couple of days, and then you finish the tournament there, and you can, get into PAX East for free. So I'm like, dude, that sounds pretty cool, because I think PAX East is in Boston or something like that. So yeah, I would like to actually, check it out compared to PAX West. But yeah, it was just yesterday too. We were looking up like PAX West and what it looked like, and I was like, man, I really want to go back to this convention. And I was thinking, I was like, I'm joining this tournament. Naturally, I don't usually do this. And I was like, but fuck it, man. I'm a gamer, so I have to at least, shoot in the dark.
It's that competitive spirit, man. Competitive spirit. It's actually funny that you mentioned that competitive spirit. I was actually excited to podcast today. Usually, or, sometimes we look at this thing like it's kind of turned into an obligation. It's like, oh man, it's Sunday. Got to record now. Got to figure out something to talk about,
Yeah.
But nah, dude, I was excited to come through and talk to you, man, today. Just because a lot of games came out. Also, I've been watching a lot of anime, dude. Like High Score Girl, man. I finally finished it, dude. I won't lie. I got kind of scared at the end, man. Because I thought it was going to end up like High School Days, dude. I thought we were going to see some murders happen, dude.
Headless murders.
Yeah, man. That shit was kind of crazy in the end. Like, I was like, no, don't tell me. I watched like 12 episodes of this where, this just weird love triangle happens, man. Spoiler alert, by the way, if you haven't seen High Score Girl yet, where this weird love triangle happens. And then it all just like snapped. Like the whole mood just changed real quick, man. When, what's her name? I forgot her name. The blonde hair chick, when she saw their picture on his desk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
And she came over with the PlayStation too, and booted the PlayStation up, and she was like, I bought this, but basically she wanted to bring it over and play with them, but, that's when she saw the picture. And was
man.
Fuck.
Because I feel like the whole mood like changed in the show after that moment. I was like, oh god, this show's not happy-go-lucky no more, man.
Nope. It was like a declaration. It was like, you're gonna be my boy. I was like, damn, why do girls do that here? It's like you're a gamer girl and you're like, dude, I declare my love for this guy. You have to
Shit.
beat me in a video game. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna lose on purpose.
Well, yeah, that was wild, man. And then like the whole mood just kind of got darker, and then his mom tells him, "Oh, you can't let a girl walk home alone." I go, "Oh no, dude, don't get left alone with her in the dark, man. Don't, man."
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
when she hit him in the head with his Sega Saturn or whatever, I was like, "Oh god, this is it. He's dead, dude. He's dead." But damn, what a way to end the season, man.
Yeah, I
It
think
was,
something is coming out in March or something like that.
oh no
So
way.
yeah, I think it might be a continuation, but
Okay.
it wasn't it funny when Guile like always encouraged him or like
One
some
100%,
character.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, there's just so much in that show that's relatable, dude. You're totally right about everything that I watched on there. One of the funniest parts too was when the blonde-haired girl told him, "Oh, I bought a PlayStation. You should come over and play." He's like, "I can't do that. I have to be loyal to my Sega Saturn." She goes, "What a weird thing to be stubborn about." I was dying, man. I was fucking dying. Because that is a weird thing. It's so weird to think about. Yeah. Not too long ago. I mean, maybe it still exists today. I don't think it's as big anymore. But there used to be console wars, right?
Yep.
People really used to fight over PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It's kind of funny, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. It was crazy just seeing all those games that he was talking. I've never heard about a bunch of those games. I guess they're a lot older and they're probably Japanese based, but no, they were playing any and everything. It's funny.
Yeah. Tekken, Mortal Kombat, and a lot of games I've never heard of. So that's what was pretty cool. Is just seeing that game base, and then it was like inspiring all the gamer in me to actually look for these games and check it out. So after that, I was like thinking, me and Alan were thinking about this project of creating our own little arcade, and it's not that bad to create one. You just have to, make the frame, and there's instructions online and how to like code it and everything, and then all you need is like a monitor, buy a joystick, and then probably a Raspberry Pi to emulate all the games. So yep, that's basically a project that we might have to check out. I'm gonna only do half a tabletop though of arcade, so I can put it on a desk and make it portable.
What? Would that still be? Actually, no, that'd be kind of cool then. So it's like the whole just top part of the, what do you call it? Of the crate, and you can just land it anywhere?
Yeah, exactly. So like you're on your desk, and since I have a wide desk, all I have to do is just put it on the left side of my desk and, slide my chair to the left and, easily access it, because otherwise it'll be pretty big in the room if you don't know where to put a giant arcade machine somewhere. I just wanted to make it like small, portable, and light, so that way I can just, if I feel like it, I can make the bottom half one day and then put it on wheels or something. But for now, it's just gonna be desktop.
That'd be sick, man. That'd be pretty sick. But yeah, no, the great show. It was cool to see the evolution of video games as they grew older and older. It was funny seeing how he was so excited for Street Fighter Alpha 2, I think it was. The one where he's like, "Oh, can I watch you install the deck and everything?" And the old man was like, "Oh yeah, sure." And when it turned on, he was just commenting the whole time, like, "Oh my god, look at Ryu. He's in the opening now. Oh, he's doing his Hadouken. Oh!" Just yelling.
Yeah.
His fucking reaction was great, dude. So funny. And then to see how it went from, they explained the difference between sprite games and then live action games like Mortal Kombat, and then anime games like Darkstalkers. It was cool to kind of see the development and growth through all that, and then Virtual Fighter, and then Tekken. So it's kind of wild, man. I wonder, they obviously had to pay like all the developers, right, to use the game footage in the show.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I guess so. But overall, the theme of that whole show, I just really enjoyed it. I was like, man, I remember when we used to like go to the arcade and play a few games.
Yeah.
We talked about this in the beginning podcast, and like now these days we're at home, we're playing everything online, and we don't have that interaction anymore or reason to even go to these arcades unless it's like a celebration or something. But we went on our off time, free time, and we don't even really have that because we're like, oh no, we got to get home at ASAP so we can play an hour of video games and then go back to bed to go to work the next day. I'm like, man, it's hitting hard.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to play. I think we did talk about this a while ago. There's a lot more games you could play at home. In the long run, that'll be cheaper than going to an arcade. But then again, maybe someone just hasn't done it right yet. Right now we all can't afford VRs really, right? And there's no real kind of VR arcade that we can hit up out here yet. I think I've heard of stuff in LA and things like that, but if someone brings that Mario Kart VR out here, that would be cool, man. I'd go to that ASAP, man.
Yep, and I think there were companies that were like really trying to start up VR, and they should do that. Just have a bunch of VR games, and I was thinking they should have VR for like exercising too. Just build a gym, and you have your like bicycle, stationary bicycle, and just put the VR headset on, and you're like running wherever, I don't know, in the Bahamas somewhere or something like that. But then the VRs would get sweaty and all that stuff. But
so yeah, that's why you gotta clean them. That's what it is. It'll just be expensive to maintain and all that. Yeah, because as it is now, I think there's just, maybe I've seen in Plaza Media or the mall, there'll be a VR setup, but it'll just be one thing, right? It's just, you're riding a roller coaster or you're flying a plane. We need a whole just big ass room dedicated to multiple kinds of gameplay. There's a room where you can kind of run around. It's a first person shooter. There's a room where you're flying a plane. There's a room where you're, on that roller coaster driving a car, Mario Kart, some type of deal. We just need a place where it has everything, not just some single serve type of game, man.
Yep.
But yeah, man, no, good show. Can't wait for season 2 to come out. Is there a manga for it?
Probably. I'm not sure. I'm too scared to look because then I want to wait for the anime to finish first before I can get into that. But did you know that they opened up a coin up lounge in downtown?
Coin up? Yeah. Right off of F Street, right?
Yeah, I haven't been there, but have you been there?
I haven't been to that one. But yeah, we went to the one in North Park for my birthday. Damn, how long ago was that? That was a while ago.
4 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, my sister went during Comic-Con because they had some kind of lapel pin meetup there. But yeah, no, I think it's tight. There's actually going to be a place like that right next to where I moved, dude. I saw it one day when I was driving around Mira Mesa. Yeah, it's like a brewery, and then they have games too. I forgot what it's called. But my cousin told me that the games are actually free. You just have to pay for the beers. So we might have to check that out, dude.
Dude, yeah, I know. Like every day after work, we're just gonna meet up there and play some games.
Yeah, dude, that would be sick. Well, last thing about the show, right? I fucking hate anime. Is so tricky, dude. It gets me every time, man. Like, I always hate the opening and ending songs of anime, no matter what. When I first hear it, I'm like, God, this is annoying, dude. Skip intro, And as soon as the ending credits play, I skip the end credits and go on to the next episode, right?
Yep. I do that all the time.
Anime is so tricky where maybe the last 2 or 3 episodes, you start to get nostalgic and you think about the whole ride that you've been on with this show and these characters. And then they'll sneak it in where it's like, oh, he's taking his high school exams. Let's play the ending theme with his high school exams. You're like, oh man, this song is so good. They inception you so hard to like this shit, dude. It's crazy. I found myself listening to the entire beginning and entire ending by the time the last episode came up, man.
Yep. See, that's how they do it. Is they integrate it really well to, like, I don't know, in the middle of the show, and they're like in a battle scene or something. And I'm like, dude, this is pretty epic. Before I used to just skip every opening and ending because I don't, it's always a spoiler in anime. There's who the fuck is this character?
Why are they showing these characters? Yeah.
Yeah, like I thought this person died. All of a sudden you can see like he's damaged but alive again. I'm like, nope. So that's why I skip it. But yep.
They always inception you, man.
Pretty good at that.
Because then you get it again when they switch to a different opening and a different ending in longer anime runs. They switch the opening music and the ending music, and you're like, oh man, it's not as good as the original. But by the time it's near the end of that opening sequence, you're like, oh god, this was such a good song. It's just Inception you so hard, man. It's crazy, dude. It hurts my feelings, but no, that's cool, man. That you're thinking about getting into competitive Smash, dude. That'd be cool, man. If you make it, I might make the trip out with you, dude. You'll need
hell yeah, man.
The Hive Squad,
paid,
bro.
Hotel and everything. And I'm like, dude, that's gonna be fucking sick, man. But I don't think I'm gonna get that far.
Don't say that, dude. You never know, man. You never know. You just gotta have that crazy what do you call it? That crazy dedication, like the dude from that show had. Just start from the beginning and play fucking Smash on N64 upside down. Man, but yeah, that'd be good times, dude. Let's see what else is going on, dude. Dead Space. I saw a tweet that Dead Space got recreated in Dreams. At least a portion of it, dude. That's wild.
Everything is being recreated in Dreams.
I know, man. Why this game needs to come out and I need to buy it, not so I can make my own games, but so I could play everybody else's games that they're gonna put on there, dude. What if? And this was just what I was thinking. What if someone does Final Fantasy VII remake in Dreams before Square?
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it because this is a guaranteed in comparison to a shaky maybe insane, that might come out remake.
Yeah, that would be insane if that actually happened, man. I would, yeah. And how wild would it be if they're like, "Oh, Dreams is now $100 to buy because you can't play Final Fantasy VII on here."
Yeah. Man. Well, the thing is, they're gonna have to change like the hair and the names. It's not gonna be Cloud. Yeah. It's gonna be like Sunbreaker or something like that.
So. Named after a Destiny character. Yeah, no, I would not be mad at that at all, man. I think that would be really cool if someone just went ahead and was like, I'm over it, dude. I'm just going to make my own Final Fantasy VII in this shit.
Oh, they would like change it where Ares doesn't die.
It's Tifa that dies instead, dude.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shiznits.
Oh, damn, dude.
Oh, shit.
That would actually be wild. I would play the shit out of that, though. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get this game out. I mean, they've always never explained it right. I've talked about this a bunch of times, how they've never really explained what Dreams is, in layman's terms. They just told you what you can expect and what people are doing in it. But no, I'm excited to see people's creations, man. I think that's really what you get it for. I mean, it's just the beta out right now, so I guess they probably gave everyone who's super creative, they gave them access to the beta, right? I don't know if in my hands I'll be able to recreate fucking Dead Space, man. I'll probably make Pac-Man or something in here. Just like some side scroller.
And if you think about it, like if you're playing everybody's recreated or imaginative games, that's like a lot of games that you're getting for free.
Yeah.
It's just, I think that should be like an indie platformer, like maybe to get people interested into developing indie games. All they have to do is just take that idea that they have and then show it to a big company or an indie developer and, create it as an actual game. So who knows?
That could be, very much so. That could be like their entryway into becoming a developer. Yeah, man. Because there is other things as well, like RPG Maker, where you can make little OG NES RPGs. I'm thinking the next thing people can make is maybe a Metroidvania Maker, where you can make one of those like Metroid, Castlevania, Shovel Knight, Hollow Knight type games where you explore this 2D map. You have to backtrack and things like that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good thing to make as well. Shit, you could probably do that in Dreams. You could do everything in Dreams, it looks like. So can't wait. I don't think it doesn't have a release date yet, so we're still here kind of waiting, man. But if it comes out within the next 2 years, it's already coming out before Final Fantasy VII Remake, so potentially we could see that a little bit early, someone's homemade version. That'd be sick.
Yay.
Speaking of game development as well, and Metroid actually. Nintendo uploaded a YouTube video about Metroid 4. Now, the last time we heard about Metroid 4, or it's Metroid Prime 4, last time we heard about it is when it got announced, actually. And this was at E3 2017. Dude, that was the E3 we went to, right?
Yeah.
Can you believe it's almost 2 years ago we went to E3, man?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Time is fucking flying. We did a lot in 2017. Is that where we went to 3 different conferences or 3 different events? That is, huh?
I think 3, yeah. Maybe E3, Comic-Con, and I think we went to PSX that year.
Yeah. Last year we just did Comic-Con and PAX, right?
And PAX, yeah.
Shit. Damn, dude. I can't believe it's been that long already since you've been E3. It doesn't seem like that long, but these years are stacking up. 2019 looks a lot different in my eyes now, man. But yeah, they uploaded a video and said that we're starting over. We didn't like how this game was turning out, so we're gonna start over in developing it. So it's killing a lot of people. You know, it's already been almost 2 years since they've announced it, and there's been nothing. And to only hear that it's being trashed and started over is kind of wild. So we can't expect that game for another 4 years, I'm thinking, man, if you're starting from scratch.
Just like Final Fantasy. Yep.
Yeah. It's kind of wild, man. You think this is a good thing or a bad thing?
I guess it's a good thing if it's not incorporating their vision. So, you know, like they don't like something and they don't like everything about it, then I guess it's good to, you know, instead of rushing a poopy product, just might as well redevelop it.
Do you think it's a good thing they told us as well?
Yeah, because, you know, people would be getting upset that they're waiting this long and all that, but I think communication is always the best medicine.
100%, dude. Yeah.
That's what makes it an effective team, makes effective results and everything. Because if you leave people out of the loop, they get mad and speculate, and then who knows? They might end up turning like Activision. I have nothing.
Now, I don't remember. I watched this. Man, when did I watch this video? I maybe watched it Wednesday or Thursday when it first came out. But, you know, Japanese businessman. Did the dude bow super low for like 5 minutes at the end of the video? I don't remember.
I don't know, but that's their thing. I think I've seen a video where they bowed like the all the bosses or whatever of the transportation system. They bowed for like for a train being late for 30 seconds.
How long did they bow for? 30 seconds?
Oh, I don't know, but I knew that they bowed like pretty low, and I was like, man, really? Holy crap, for 30 seconds? I don't know. I guess it makes sense, but what? You don't have our people bowing, you know? Like in LA, our train was late for like an hour, and we were late, and we are like, yeah, we don't see anyone bowing over here, so.
Oh, well, he did bow for 2 seconds. I will say, too, that it was a lower bow than usual. So isn't it the lower you bow, the more sorry you are?
Yeah, exactly.
He had a little bit more torso bend on that bow. So
like an L shape. Oh, shit.
Apology, accepted. But yeah, no, I'm 100% with you. I think open communication is the best, especially in this kind of situation, where it's not, we don't hear anything, then 6 years later Metroid comes out and it's just completely different from what we expected. Letting people know now that we're starting over from scratch, letting them know about your development troubles, I think is good. Not giving them the nitty gritty details, but just overall, oh hey, we're starting over. I think that's good, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Because people could freak out too if you tell them something and give them too much information. I could see people freaking out. I saw this interesting thing because I got the when Halo 2 came out. Halo 2 came out when? We were in Bell still, I think. We might have been in 8th grade, maybe?
I'm going to say high school. Because
Halo 2?
Yeah, it was around high school. That's when I started having those gaming parties. I secretly hear you typing.
I know, because I'm looking it up, dude. It is. Okay, wait. When the fuck were we in high school? 2004. Okay, so we were in high school then. That was our first year in high school?
Yeah, that's when I generally started the gaming.
So you know what's funny?
Editions.
I think so. I got like the special edition of Halo 2, right? And I think I ordered it, or my dad ordered it on Amazon. First time ever. Was Amazon out in 2004? We won't fact check that, but I think we ordered it from somewhere, where it was gonna come into the mail. And I remember joking around and like, oh man, what if they mess up delivering it to my house and I get it early or some bullshit like that, Turns out I ended up being the last person to get Halo 2. Like the mail was just super late coming to my house, right? But anyway, since I got the special deluxe, steel case edition, a DVD came with it. And I played through Halo, and then, we go through the time playing Halo, multiplayer, all that shit. And then I remember like seeing the other disc that came in there. I was like, oh, hey, what's this? I pop it in, and it's a DVD, and it shows like the whole like development for Halo 2. How they first made that crazy E3 demo that got everybody hyped, and then they realized, oh shit, we can't make a whole game revolving around these graphics or this demo. This demo just works if you do the specific mission a specific way. If you try to do what gamers would do, which is like try to break the game, it's gonna fucking break the game, right?
Yep.
And so this came out kind of pre-YouTube area, and it came out after the game was already released, so people had that understanding about like, oh, okay, this is why things are different from that original demo that came out. Now I feel like it's not even fucking Bungie anymore. Not just Bungie, 343, everybody, they make these like developer diary videos, and they like say, oh, hey, here's how we do the music. I think Sekiro is doing it now too. I saw a Sekiro video the other day where they're like, oh, hey, here's how we do the music for our video games. Here's how we do this, like showing the entire process of making video games before it's even out. I guess to get you excited to do some marketing for the game. I'll say myself, that is too much information, dude. Just come out and say what you're doing real quick. You can just have a press release. Don't have these crazy like documentary style videos about your game development. Come out with that shit afterwards. Then I think we'll be cool, man. Because that's a little bit too much information. That I know what the game is before I get it. I don't want that shit.
This is what we ate every day making the game.
I don't need to see that now. Show that to me after. Let me see that shit after the games come out and I've enjoyed it already. Like I did with Halo 2, which I think was a perfect kind of scenario, like playing through the entire game and then know what I'm seeing already.
Yeah.
I think that was a good thing. As it's coming out, before we even know what to expect, you're kind of just building these expectations that are unreliable or not realistic, because then it'll be like, oh man, look at this violin that we use for this one part. It turns out you don't activate the quest in the game that has that music, so you just don't even hear that music at all in the game. So you're like, oh, okay, whatever. This whole hour-long video didn't mean shit to me because I didn't hear that violin. But anyways, yeah, ultimately, information is power. Share it wisely, dude. Share your power wisely. This shit is wild. Speaking of no communication or low communication, man, a bunch of Kingdom Hearts 3 PS4 Pros are getting pre-orders that people made are getting canceled, dude, by GameStop.
Yeah, because they
RIP.
oversold everything. And
That
I was
sucks,
like, dude.
dude.
I was reading the comments too in Twitter, and like, just to see their anger and I don't know, empathize with them, because I can understand if you really love something, you can enjoy it when it comes out. But the thing is, I was like reading this guy, and he was like pouring out his whole life story. He was like,
On Twitter?
"Oh man, huh?"
On Twitter?
Yeah, on Twitter.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
one of his replies was like, "Oh man, I've been faithful for you guys for, I don't know, 15 something years, and I had it since day one, and I bought every single game that you ever released, and blah blah blah, and I did it through GameStop, and GameStop, I was loyal to you, man,
Fucking
and
God.
then you had to do me dirty," and like, I was like, God damn, And he's like, and all you can show to me was like $25. Man, I was up for 3 days just to make sure I got a pre-order. I was like, damn, dude. All you did was confirm that I'll never pre-order from GameStop ever
Shit,
again.
you're telling me, man. You're telling me. Or if I do pay for it up front, because that's who I heard. That's the only people that got their pre-orders honored was the people that went into GameStop, pre-ordered it, and paid in full up front, dude. Because it's easy to cancel someone's pre-order if you haven't got their money already, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to do it if someone's giving you all the money and shit already. So, R.I.P., man. that actually really, really sucks. You remember the Fire Festival that happened? What was that? I think it was last year. Basically, it was supposed to be like a music festival on this island in the Bahamas and stuff. And I think the cheapest ticket was like $800 or $1,000 or something like that. And they promised people, oh, you'll be staying in luxury tents. We're gonna have all these people perform. It's gonna be great, dude. And then when they got to the island, they were like emergency shelter tents for people like whose homes
I think I read about that.
got wrapped by a hurricane and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like emergency disaster tents, and the food wasn't luxury or wasn't like gourmet food. It was like a cheese sandwich with some pickles or some shit on it. And at the last minute, all the musical guests canceled, man. So there was fucking nobody out there, dude. So there was that funny time, man. That might have happened 2 years ago too? But there was this funny time where the whole world was kind of like you, sitting on Twitter, just laughing at all these people that spent thousands of dollars to fly to this island and just eat a cheese sandwich, man.
Damn, that sucks, though.
No, yeah, that does suck. But I mean, when else do you get to laugh at billionaires and shit like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they have all the money. We might as well get one over them while we can. So in the same way, I'm not saying it's as, because laughing at those people at the Fire Festival was hilarious, dude. There was a documentary that came out recently too on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, you definitely watch it. It's funny just to see how it was meant to fail from the start, but basically they tricked everybody into thinking it was going to be amazing through like Instagram and paying a bunch of models to hang out, dude. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, no, it's kind of in the same vein where I don't think it's not as bad-hearted to laugh at the people that missed out on their PlayStation 4 Pro. I think we're more laughing at GameStop and how poorly they handled the entire situation, man.
I wonder even how they even got to that point. Do they like, oh yeah, we're gonna sell as much as we can, and we're gonna push the sales guys to sell these, and then all of a sudden, the manufacturer's like, oh yeah, we only produce 500 units, and we're like, fuck, we sold 3,000 plus units or something like that. So
yeah, because who do you think's really at fault here? I mean, is it GameStop for overpromising, or is it Sony/Square for not meeting demands?
It could be that, or I think it might be between that. The both CEOs, and then they were like expecting, okay, sell as much as you can, and then so that's what they did. But then it turns out they can't meet the demand Sony can't meet the demand, and they're like, you know what, we kind of only made 3,000 units. Please tell everybody you sold that you have to refund their money. So I don't know. It might be a mixture of that.
Yeah, because I think it's so easy. It's so easy to get, mad at GameStop that people just direct their energy towards there. It's not that hard to be like, oh, this is all your fault, Square. Ultimately Square's giving them the game too, so they can't be too mad. Throughout the mix of it all, I think just being my experience and the jobs I've held, I think I just really feel bad for Joe Schmo that works in GameStop, dude.
Yeah, all the Joe Schmoes.
So bad, dude, for those guys that are working at GameStop, dude.
it's the CEOs or whoever made the decision to do so.
Yeah.
They're the ones that should be taking the heat, but
Nope.
they're Joe Schmo is the frontline guy, so
It's easiest to, get in front of him and yell at him, dude.
yeah. I would have
Yeah.
been like, I don't know. I just started 2 days
No
ago.
shit. I know, man. You think about that too, like as a person, I pre-order what do you call it? I'll pre-order Kingdom Hearts 3 PS4 Pro online, right? Gets canceled, and then first thing I do is I call GameStop. They're not answering because they've been answering everybody's phone calls. So you end up going to your nearest GameStop and saying, "Hey, why'd you guys cancel my pre-order?" Me as a GameStop employee, I've never seen this guy in my life. I don't know anything about him. I'm like, I didn't cancel your GameStop pre-order. So, dude, you work at GameStop. You canceled my order. That is just the craziest situation, dude.
Yeah.
So, shout out to all the GameStop employees, man. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for taking the bullet.
I know, dude. Everybody should get, those guys should all get bonuses for dealing with this bullshit, man. They should get something, dude. Don't GameStop employees go to like a conference every year, like a GameStop conference, where it's kind of like E3, but they just get to see what everybody's coming out with for GameStop?
I don't know, but I'm not going to work for GameStop to find out.
Yeah, dude. So it's just super unfortunate, man. That being said, I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is still invincible, dude. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be the best-selling game ever in the universe of humankind, dude. It's about to sell 16 million copies its first week out, dude. Just looking at the preliminary scores that have been coming out for reviews already. Or in fact, I think the review embargo was lifted because a bunch of sites are letting their reviews go. But it's solid. It's getting 9.5 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 out there. So shout outs to Kingdom Hearts 3, man.
Yeah, and I was about to pre-order the PlayStation Kingdom Hearts 2, but you know what? Good thing I didn't. Got my regular PS4 Pro, not from GameStop, so yep.
That's it too, man. Like, who else? Was anybody else selling the Kingdom Hearts PS4 Pro? Or was it just GameStop?
Yeah, I'm not sure. All I know is I mainly see all those kind of exclusives on GameStop.
Sure. Yeah.
On Amazon, it's usually by like third parties or they get a hand of the that was another comment too that like someone cracked a joke about. He's like, "Oh man, I feel really sorry for the eBay sellers who promised the pre-orders for the game who sold it online. What are they gonna do? Refund their pre-orders? That's gonna suck really bad."
Yeah. Whew, maybe that good thing came out of it. Maybe that toxic behavior of selling something you don't have on eBay.
Exactly. I see that a lot. Yeah. Yep.
That's kind of wild. I didn't realize that, dude. But yeah, for sure. RIP, dude. But yeah, because I haven't heard anything, oh, my Best Buy order got canceled or my Target order got canceled. So, not that I don't think Target would have the Kingdom Hearts Pro there. Best Buy, maybe. So, maybe they knew what they were going to get. Just overall, sucks for everybody, dude. RIP for everybody whose pre-order got canceled, which it seems like a lot of people. Because did you say, was it 3K that America got as a whole, or was it 10,000?
Oh, I was just making up,
out there.
Making up the numbers. But let's find out. GameStop cancels how many Kingdom
to all, dude.
People? I guess it doesn't want to reveal any numbers.
They don't want to get killed even more, man. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, like I said, overall, just sucks for people that didn't get the Pro. Ultimately, it won't hurt Kingdom Hearts 3's sales at all, I don't think. It'll be cool to see like a number of what potentially they could have made from selling the bundle instead of what they just sold in general. Just seeing how many hearts they broke and promises they've killed. That would be interesting to see, man. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out Tuesday officially. And I think what a time we live in, by the way, where the developer or the creator of the game tweets out how to unlock a special ending, dude.
Already? What?
Yeah, yeah. So remember how we talked about this when the game got stolen, and they weren't tripping too much about the game getting stolen and released early because there was going to be a day one patch with a super secret ending or something, right?
Yeah.
I think Tetsuya Nomura tweeted out, "Oh, to unlock the super secret ending, it depends on what difficulty you play on. It depends on what worlds you unlock, what keyblades you unlock, all this stuff, dude." So, what a time to be alive, man. You don't got to go to Game Facts anymore or hear from your friends about how to unlock secret endings, man. Just look on Twitter,
Shoot.
dude.
Yeah.
Kind of wild. Kind of wild. Let's see what else is happening. Oh yeah, this is just a lot of developers or companies taking losses out here, man. The Anthem beta came out for people that pre-ordered the game or got an invitation or whatever, and it didn't go over so well, man. So much so that people started canceling their pre-orders.
No way. Really?
Yeah. So the whole one of the benefits of pre-ordering was, of course, you got your special skins for your Iron Man suit, maybe some special guns, but on top of that, you got access to the VIP beta, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's a big reason why a lot of people pre-ordered the game was to get into this beta to play the game early, right? Turns out that EA DDoSed themselves, and nobody was able to play the game or get onto any servers.
Oh,
I was reading an
wow.
article where essentially if someone failed to connect, just by design, their launcher would spam to try to reconnect into the server. If you have millions, thousands of people doing this at the same time, of course, your server's going to crash, dude. What do you expect? So poor game design or poor networking design, at least. And for a while, one of the main days that people had access to the VIP beta, they weren't able to play. So a lot of people went through and said, well, the only reason I picked up this pre-order was to play the beta. I'm going to cancel this shit real quick. So that happened to a significant amount where it got reported. So that's kind of wild, man.
Maybe their idea was to actually do that so that way no one can write reviews on it and then they can sell the game. But it worked backwards in their favor, so apparently a lot of people are canceling anyway, so I don't know.
Shit. Yeah, I get it. It's an old marketing strategy, exclusivity makes something seem more valuable, right?
Yep.
Like the diamond business, you don't show how many diamonds we have because we don't want to make it seem like there's too many of them that you can just buy for cheap. So I get exclusivity for sure, but I don't think it worked here. Same as Kingdom Hearts 3, you promise people a product and you don't deliver. I see where people would want to cancel their pre-orders. That being said, I watched some Twitch streams of Anthem, and I'm excited still. I'm glad I didn't spend money for the beta, but I'm excited still to play the game.
Yeah, me too. I plan on. I think I might get it on PS4 because a lot of people are getting it on PS4. So, are you gonna get it on PC with your awesome graphics card, my friend?
No, I think I'll get it on PS4 too, man. If there's anything I've learned, dude, you need to play games with people. Some games you just need to play multiplayer. Because I've tried to do Monster Hunter World. There was a new event on Monster Hunter World recently. I forgot what for. It was for Lunar New Year, something like that. But there was an event on Monster Hunter, and I just played through a couple missions. I was having fun. It's always fun being anime with my katana. But at the same time, I was like, man, I wish I could play this with other people and have fun blowing each other up with our own bombs and shit like that.
Yeah.
So not as fun, man. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get Anthem wherever everybody else gets it on, so we could all play together, dude. But yeah, it's interesting, man. I also read that there was no tower type area in Anthem, and only after people complained about it in the alpha that they added it, like a social hub, where you could see other people running around and stuff. Do we really need that?
We don't need any social hubs. I don't think we need too much of. I'm tired of those kind of social hub kind of things. It's just make it where it's open world and
yeah.
you want to meet here, you meet there, then sure, but you don't have to be in a social hub gathering little spot. So
That's what I'm thinking too. And I mean, if it's not going to be open world either, then just have us have our own base, and then we meet up in the world. Kind of like, this is why I think I'm comparing it mostly to Monster Hunter World than Destiny as well, where it's like, or even maybe Warframe, where you start in your own ship, you pick a mission, party up with friends on like a party screen, and then you go from there. That's where you get to see everybody else's armors and things like that. You don't need to build us just a random social hub for us to just look at each other. I don't think.
Yeah,
If that's gonna take up resources from other aspects of the game, nah, fuck that, dude. let us just go play these missions and link up our own way. You don't have to build a whole like social area to do that.
Exactly, and when we're all doing the same type of mission, so like the NPC is gonna be there, and
yeah,
we're guaranteed to migrate to one spot anyway. So
yeah. So I don't know, I guess the good thing is that means that EA, or who's making this game? Who the hell made Mass Effect? I forget. BioWare. At least it shows that they're listening, right? That people had a demand for a social space. So like, okay, here, we'll make one. And they made one. So I guess that's cool. That means they're listening to feedback from people. But I don't think it's necessary for what kind of game it's going to be. So yeah, can't wait for that. I think Anthem comes out February, we said?
Yeah, February, like, I think 18.
Are you going to pre-order that?
Maybe.
I might just buy that shit day of. Like,
yeah,
maybe the day it comes out, download it while I'm at work, and then play when I get home. That might be a thing I do. Because I'm at a point where I don't really care about bonus skins or anything, unless it's green. If it's green, then fuck, dude, I'm gonna have to get it. Yo, why does every shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go have to be green, dude? They just know that green's my favorite color, huh?
Exactly. And I saw the green. What was that? The red Pokemon. I forget. The one that was it's like a dinosaur.
Oh, Garuda? Is that what his name is? Crouton.
Yeah, I saw a green version of him, and I was like, "Oh, dude, he looks legit,
dude,
for that color."
So I know, man. Shit don't make no sense. I think Kabuto shiny version is green as well.
Yeah.
Cubone is green. What the fuck, man? It's like they know. Oh, hey, Brent's gonna spend money if we make this green. Let's do it. But I think the shiny Tailo is green too, because there's that event going on right now. For whatever is that shit from Hoenn or Sinnoh? I forget. But whatever region that one's from, that bird is from, they're doing a special event so you can catch the shiny version of it, and it's fucking green too, man. I hate it so much. Yeah. Everything's just green. But it doesn't look like there's a green pre-order bonus yet, so RIP. You can't have my money yet, EA. Not just yet.
What about if it's a green suit flying around?
Oh, no, yeah. I'm definitely pre-ordering, dude. And I'm never changing that suit. I think the moment I had enough... What was the shader in Destiny 2? I think it was called Watermelon or something. And it was like green with a little hint of pink shine on it. I was like, oh, bro, I'm never using another shader again in Destiny 2, dude. There's one that shit everywhere. Got new armor? Oh, watermelon. Just put that shit up everywhere. Nah, I gotta be the green flash out there, dude.
The Green Ranger.
Green Ranger, dude. But yeah, I think that's it. At least crazy stuff that happened this week, man. What games have you been playing this week, dude?
Splatoon.
Oh, nice, man.
I was able to convert Eric over to Splatoon. He was pretty reluctant to even try, but once I got the controller in his hands, he was like, "Oh man, this is an awesome game!" And then I think played his first 2 matches, and he was already in the Nintendo store buying it. And he was actually pretty good with the weapon he was using. He was using like some sort of melee weapon.
Oh, nice.
And he was like killing like high level players, and I was like, damn, now I'm kind of scared to fight you if we do. And then we did play a lot of matches all day yesterday, and he was beating me a lot. So I was like, man, I got to rethink my strategy. But basically, yeah, he's pretty stuck into the game, and I think it was just yesterday he was trying to convince another person to join him in playing Splatoon. So yep, I'm trying to spread the bug around. I just need to get that controller in your hands, and you can see how amazing this game is, because it's pretty addicting. You know, it's just a 4v4 turf war, or at least what I've been playing. And you know, you color the entire map different colors, or whatever color you're on, and you get unlocked different types of weapons. But it's just the satisfaction of knowing that, you know, you did your very best, and you can rank up like number one. You know, you see a low level player at the top of the scoreboard versus people who've been playing all their lives. You know, it's just a good feeling. And but then you can see like the actual, you know, hardcore players that like snipe on a dime kind of thing, and I'm like, fuck. So I avoid those guys. But it's not just killing each other, it's more of strategically, you know, manipulating where the spawn points are and all that. And you know, you like hold them down. So like there's this one team that just completely held us at our spawn point, so we couldn't even get out or escape without getting wrecked. So yep, I love playing this game right now, and you know, it was a good investment. But the thing is, I was trying to start Hollow Knight, but I had to finish Pokemon Go. So I did. I became champion, of course, because I'm amazing. And I thought I was really amazing. You know, I beat every single trainer in this entire game, at least from what I'm aware of. And then, you know, they said, oh, yeah, you got to beat these people who mastered their Pokemon. I was like, I don't need to do that. But they're like, you got another journey left, and that's to catch Mewtwo. And I was like,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
Mewtwo, but, you know, of course, it's in my blood to catch, you know, all the rare Pokemon. So I already caught the 3 legendary birds, even though I already have them. But right now, when I got to Mewtwo, I was like, this is going to be easy cake. So I spent an hour of my lunchtime trying to capture Mewtwo, and I couldn't beat him, man.
Well, you have to fight him before you catch him?
Yeah, you gotta fight him, and then when you beat him, then you have a chance to capture him. But I already know I can capture him because I still have a Master Ball, but I can't beat him. Like, I don't know what it is, but he's so cheap. So basically, I have my strong Pokemon. He's level 70. When I beat the entire game, you know, they're averaged around level 50. So I'm 65. All my Pokemon are around 65. But he's 70, and he's almost one-shotting every Pokemon. So like, I'll do attack, take off 1/4 of his life. He would do attack, it takes off 3/4 of my life. So I'm like, dude, I can't survive another hit without dying. And then when I get his life down to 1/4, he has recover, so he keeps recovering himself. And that's not what that kills me. You know, like I don't mind like doing it until he runs out of you know, his moves. The thing is, it's on a timer, a 5-minute timer, so you have to beat him in 5 minutes. And the entire time, I could not get his life down past 1/4 without him recovering.
Why is there a timer now?
I don't know, man. That sucks stupid balls, but yeah.
So you have to beat him in 5 minutes. Well, what about you? Wasn't he weak against like Bug and Dark and stuff? Can you still do that?
Yeah, but the thing is, I haven't leveled up any of my Bug Pokemon. So right now, I used up all my rare candy on my other Pokemon for the league. And then I realized, I don't have any Bug Pokemon that are around my level, or Ghost Pokemon. And I was like, dude, this sucks now, because now I have to walk each of my Pokemon, you know, in real life in order to level them up and get candy.
Oh, God.
So I'm like taking out each Pokemon. I took out my Gengar and put it in my Pokeball, and now I have to like drive to work every day, and hopefully he levels up.
I love your Pokemon.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, this is the only thing. But basically, I beat the game. It's just, damn it, Mewtwo, damn it. Gosh damn
What
it.
about like in gold and silver? Is there like red? Do you have to fight red or anything like that?
I don't know. I haven't really looked up that yet to see if he's
Ah,
even in the game
okay,
because I
okay.
haven't fully explored the cave yet. Like I just went in the cave and I was like, oh, there's Mewtwo. I found him, but I'm like, I have that pride where I never ran from battle,
Uh
and I'm not. I don't think I want to. So I'm not leaving that cave or that safe spot unless I level up all my Pokemon and whoop them, and then I can leave that spot. Because
So
I'm like,
it's funny, right? And no, I thoroughly support your stubbornness, your competitiveness. Just especially after watching High Score Girl, I feel like I can get into your mind when it comes to those challenges, right?
yep.
I think recently, just because everybody's playing Kingdom Hearts, the whole series to get ready for Kingdom Hearts 3. I watched this Twitch streamer, and it took him, they said, 4 hours to beat the last boss in Kingdom Hearts 2. Right, four
Shit.
hours. Meanwhile, I think he played on the hardest difficulty. Meanwhile, this other streamer beat it on his first try. Just because.
Wow.
So I guess
Holy
the
crap.
person that tried to fight the guy for 4 hours, right? He just breezed through the game. He rushed everything, didn't do any side missions, just did the story, didn't really collect too much stuff. Just did the story, didn't level up spells, nothing. Just did the story.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the other guy that beat on his first try, he did everything. He did all the side stories, collected everything, got stronger keyblades and things like that, upgraded his abilities. So that's how he was able to beat it the first try on the same hardest difficulty, dude. So I'm gonna say, although I appreciate your stubbornness and willingness to beat Mewtwo without leveling up, dude, sometimes you gotta level up, man.
Exactly. And that's what frustrated me. So like now I'm walking with a Pokeball every day to work.
Oh
Oh,
man,
damn
dude,
it.
that's funny.
Because there's no more trainers to,
To fight.
fight. So I have to level them up manually.
What about they don't have, there's no cell phone in this game?
No, there's no
Uh,
cell phone. And the thing is, you don't battle Pokemon. You only catch them.
oh,
So
for
the
XP.
time, yeah. So I don't want to capture a lot of Pokemon and,
Sure.
and all that. I want to. I'll just do it the fashion way.
R.I.P. dude. That's crazy. Well, no, you could say you finished Let's Go Pokemon, but
Yeah, I technically did.
just you two standing in your way. Anything else, man? You been playing anything else? Yeah, someone's partying
I
outside.
believe that is it. Yep, I think that was it. Yeah.
Mm. So I played this week. I played some more Mafia 3. Still just out there talking to a robot. Really just playing through the story. I see all the side missions that are popping up, but they seem pretty repetitive. So I'm skipping all those and just doing the main story missions. But on Friday, Resident Evil 2 remake finally came out, dude.
Oh
And
hell yeah,
dude, it's the perfect game. Perfect game so far, man.
dude! You made it seem like the perfect game. You're doing pretty good with the streaming when you streamed that one
Dude,
night.
I think I only died once while I was streaming
I saw
to
it.
a liquor or something like that, dude.
Yep,
I
you
forgot.
did.
Yeah. But no, believe me, I died a lot more after that, dude.
Oh damn! I wish you could have seen it. Like you got to record it so we can watch it
Maybe.
like on our off
Yeah.
time.
So the reason I streamed it the first time is because Anthony, wanted to watch it. So I was like, all right, yeah, dude, I'll stream it. But I think everybody else was playing games when I was playing it on Friday night. So I was like, oh yeah, no, I don't need to do that. But dude, at first I gave it some slack. At first I didn't really like the experience, right? Because when you start Resident Evil 2, the original, I think that's why too, because I was comparing it a lot to the original one. When you start the original Resident Evil 2, you run through a good portion of Raccoon City,
Mhm.
before you get to the actual police station. In friggin' the remake, you're parked right next to the police station. So you make it there in like 2 seconds. I was like, oh man, you don't even run into the gun shop and the guy's like, hey, who are you? What are you doing here? You don't run into that guy at all, dude. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's kind of lame, dude. They chopped this up so bad. But it all changes, once you get into the police station. And man, just the graphics are great. The gameplay is perfect, dude. Everything just looks amazing. And you eventually do, spoiler alert, you eventually do go into the gun shop, the same gun shop, Kendo's gun shop, but it's a different dude. I guess it's a different character in general. And just like how they changed the game itself, they changed his character too, where, he's aiming a shotgun at you. He's like, hey, get out of here. What are you guys doing here? Because you're with Ada. But come to find out, he has a daughter who's on her way to becoming a zombie. You could see it, like half of her face is zombified, but she's like, Dad, what's wrong? She's still like talking to her dad. So
Shit.
he knows in his mind that he has to put her down. And, before you leave, you hear a gunshot. So you add one and one together to think that this dude really just killed his daughter. Maybe he killed. I was listening the whole time to see if there would be like a second gunshot to see if like he kills himself. But no, you just hear the one, man. So they like turn that character to be super dynamic as well. Just like the whole remade rest of the game to be super dynamic, man. So no, I appreciate it a lot. I finished through Leon A, so I'm playing through Claire B right now. And it used to be, so I am all for the easy route, right? That's why I always chose to play Jill first in the first Resident Evil, because she has the lockpick and you get the bazooka super early. She actually starts with a gun. I don't think Chris starts with a gun at all in the first Resident Evil. And then Leon too, just because his arsenal is a lot better. He has the Magnum. He has a shotgun fairly early as well. I think Claire instead, she gets like what is it? Like a bow gun or something, like a crossbow against fucking zombies. I mean, come on, dude. Crossbow? It's not going to work. I'd rather have a shotgun. But I'll say in this one, dude, Claire gets pretty pimped out pretty quick, man. She gets this little Red Dead revolver, dude, 6-shooter that she shoots like fucking John Marston, dude. Just by
you
her
can
hip.
play as her?
Claire?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you play as you can play as either or, depending on who you pick to play as, and then they both get out on opposite sides of the car, so you play through one path or another one with each character. My only gripe so far about starting with Claire is the timeline seems super off. I think in Leon's gameplay, the part where I ran into Claire, that shit took me like maybe an hour or two to get to. When I played as Claire, within the first 10 minutes of playing, I ran into Leon already. I was like, wait a second, this doesn't add up. The timing doesn't match, dude. So
maybe in game time, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Maybe there's like an extra cutscene or something that happens within the time that I'm playing as Leon or something. But yeah, man, no, it's a perfect game. I won't say too much more because, I want to play through it more fully. The sewers in this game fucking suck, dude. I haven't found the foolproof way to kill a zombie yet. So you could shoot a zombie in the head and it won't kill them, right? But if you hit like a sweet spot, their head explodes and they're just dead. It's cool that if you kill a zombie and they're dead, their body is still in the room you left it in. Bodies don't despawn at all. Same thing with like the lickers and the dogs. Oh man, when I was playing, I was not trying to kill the dogs, dude. I was just trying to run through that.
I saw
shit,
that.
Man. I think I tried to shoot
video.
one dog and it just wasn't working out. So I was like, fuck it, dude, I'm running. Because it's the crosshairs. The crosshairs on the shotgun are super wide. So I think, okay, if I shoot, this entire area is obliterated with a shotgun blast, right? Fuck no, dude. The shotgun is actually like just the middle part of that crosshair, which is super small. So I was getting annoyed. I couldn't figure out the aiming on that one when it started. But it gets worse in the sewers. Because in the sewers, there's, of course, the giant alligator. And then there's like these bloated zombie monsters that throw up parasites and shit, dude. It's fucking crazy. I can't explain it, man. And then they release Mr. X in the in the police station just super early on, man. I remember I called it. I was like, man, in the original game, when you walk through this hallway, Mr. X comes through. And of course, when I said that, he comes through and is just chasing you, dude. You could hear his footsteps walking around the police station no matter where you're at, man. It's just horrible, you know, because in the originals, there's a time where you're like, okay, I think I killed all the zombies. It's cool. I think I could run around and make sure I picked up all the loot, right?
Yeah.
You can't fucking do that at all in this game. Like, all right, I think I killed all the zombies. Nope, you haven't killed the zombie yet. It's coming back up, dude. He's standing back up. Like, fuck. And then they'll have Mr. X just pop through on the most inopportune moment, man. You're like, oh, God. Okay, now I have to run. I can't loot this room now. You know, it's so crazy, man. But it's a good time. Not saying I'm having the most fun, because I am a scaredy cat, dude. In fact, I'm so scared that I skipped 15%, I think, of the police department when I played it through as Leon, dude. And how I did that was by not picking up the diamond or the heart key. I think I was like waiting to find them through my natural progression. And I just didn't. And by the time I realized, oh, dude, I'm not going back to the police station, it was too late. There was no way for me to go back at all, dude.
Oh, no.
And I found it in my Claire playthrough. It's funny. The key is actually in the morgue when you pull out the bodies and stuff.
And the zombie that was moving, I think you pushed it back in.
Oh, yeah. Every time I saw a zombie, I just pushed that shit back in. I didn't want to deal with that shit. And it was in one of those, dude.
Yep.
So I totally skipped that with Leon. Fortunately, there was no like necessary items in those rooms, so I didn't really get stuck. I was still able to push through and finish the game, man. But yeah, dude, it's kind of funny just thinking, oh man, maybe I found like a speedrunning shortcut or something, you know?
Yep.
But nah, the game's too fun. I think I only miss, you know, the interactions between Leon and Claire. I think maybe they would have interacted again if I had gotten that key as Leon. Because in the original, I think you run into Claire a couple times. You run into her in the STARS office. I think you give her a radio at one point, and you guys are in contact by radio. You see her in another safe room. There's a couple times in the original Resident Evil 2 where you run into Claire. In this game, I ran into her once in the very beginning, and that was it. You know, throughout the time I'm playing, I'm like, how does Claire know to go to the Umbrella Lab? All of a sudden, she just ends up there. You see her in like a security camera. You know, you just happen to be at the same place at the same time. I was like, okay, I guess that makes sense, dude. I don't know that she knew how to get here, but whatever, dude, you know? But that's my only thing. The story is kind of a little bit more wacky how they made it. That, and I think I've been saying that Mafia 3 has had some of the greatest like acting and facial animations. Resident Evil 2 falls a little bit behind there. Some of the stuff does look a little sarcastic and cartoony, more than Mafia 3. But I think, you know, that's just being comparative, dude. If I had just played Resident Evil 2 on its own, I think it'd be great. The boss fights are fun. Oh man, you can't say enough about the game. Just overall, it's fun. Right now, I think I stuck myself in a corner, where I made it to a safe room. But if I exit the safe room, there's 6 zombies in the hallway. Mr. X is there, and there's a liquor. There's just too many enemies outside, dude.
Flashbang and run? No.
I think I used all my flashbangs actually to get
there.
And you know what it is? It's to open up the one last room I need to open up in the police station as Claire. And yeah, I like used all my items to get there. And now that I'm across the hallway, it's impossible to get there, dude.
Can you like shoot and then just run back into the safe room?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it too. I don't think Mr. X is supposed to be able to go into the safe rooms, but I've seen on a stream where he has, and I was like, oh hell no, nowhere it's safe, dude. But yeah, man, RE2 remake is just the perfect game right now, man. I can't wait till I unlock Hunk and Tofu to play through the stories again too. I think that'll be sick to have just more weapons I can use too. But yeah, good job, Capcom. It's really a culmination. They took all the best parts of every Resident Evil game ever made and put it into one package, dude. They took the graphics and engine from RE7, Leon and Claire. They took the perspective from Resident Evil 4 that everybody loves and put it in there. The items from Resident Evil 7, like the menu from Resident Evil 7, they got from there too. Puzzles and all that. So, yeah, man, it's really a celebration of everything that Capcom has done with Resident Evil. So, I'll be playing this one for a while, dude. Sorry, Mafia 3. I won't be finishing that anytime soon, dude. But yeah, man, you got anything else, dude? Any other games or anything else pop up?
I know something's gonna come back to me. I like save things, but I don't remember.
To give me some time, dude. We still have a new perfect day or a cold, cloudy day. I saw recently these pictures on Twitter of this guy that's just in Japan. He's really into fighter jets and planes and things like that. So excited for Ace Combat 7. Actually, he bought the PSVR and his whole setup cost him $1,800. Sent the pictures to Rick. Would you do that? This is how I imagine you in your VR setup, man. Is this a new perfect day or a cold cloudy day for you?
For him, I'd say a new perfect day. You know, like he's really enthusiastic about those planes, and I too. I really like Ace Combat, but not to the point where I'm gonna, spend up to 2,000 grand just to play the Ace Combat. But I guess, if it was Xenogears, maybe I would have spent $2,000 to play.
You get like a Welltail cockpit, man.
Oh,
VR that shit.
My God, thank you for that amazing idea. I think I might have to recreate that. But basically, yeah, essentially, I don't know. I looked at, kind of sneaked at the reviews, and it got like 8 out of 10, which is not bad, which is, perfectly fine. But to spend that much, I don't know. I don't think I would, but I'm looking to get a VR sometime soon. So hopefully to use that so I can play the Ace Combat VR part of it. But I don't know. I don't want to spend the extra to get the helmet, the joystick, and all that. Maybe the cockpit too, but
there has to be just buy a plane, dude.
Exactly. There has to be a lot of games where I can't just use it for Ace Combat. I got to use it for other games. Maybe like if they have a couple Gundam games coming out, then I'll reconsider. Like okay, I can do that. I can buy the helmet, and then if they have a Robotech game coming out for it, I'm like, okay, this is definitely gonna have to be worth it.
Damn, dude. What happened to that Gundam game we saw maybe like a year ago or something? Where the guy...
I think it came out, but then I don't remember what happened.
Only in Japan, maybe?
Maybe. I forgot what that Gundam game was called.
Me too. But it was sick because you ran around as a regular human and you had to go to your Gundam and fight. I thought that was tight, dude.
Yeah, while things were exploding.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, dude.
I have to look for that game again. I forgot what it was called too. R.I.P. But yeah, no, that's all I got, man. If you got nothing else, we'll see you guys next week. Happy gaming. Enjoy Kingdom Hearts 3, those of you that are getting it. So yeah, until then, Rick, some words of wisdom.
Comments by people who got their Kingdom Hearts. It says, in other news, water is still wet, the sky is still blue, but GameStop is still garbage.